Hi, Janet here. Well, this is the picture that we're going to talk about today a little bit. As you can see, well, what do you think? It's the Golden Gate Bridge, right? You can see that, right? It's golden. Yeah. Okay. Now, the truth about this painting is I feel that I messed it up because when I was doing it in my painting class, and one of the other students told me to stop, and I couldn't. I accidentally covered up some of the lights on the bridge. But get this. As I was going back to find the original subject matter that I was basically copying it from, I finally found it, and of all places, it's in my photograph saying that I did it, and I never did the perfect one. I did this one. So if you want to see it, the perfect one, and I put on my board all my pictures except the Golden Gate Bridge, and if you want to see it, the link is in the description. So you could go see all my paintings. And if there's any there that you want me to talk about, I'll consider talking about them. But I already have the next painting I'm going to talk about, so I'm really excited. I don't know how soon it's going to be that I talk about it, but okay. Next, we're going to turn the screen, and I'm going to share my face, and we're going to talk about music. So okay, let's do that. Here we go. Hi. Alrighty, now the tune I was thinking for this Golden Gate Bridge painting, well, unfortunately, fortunately, put it that way, I never did left my heart in San Francisco, because I was never, what was Tony Bennett who did it, or Frank Sinatra? I can't remember, but I was never a fan of that song. So, but then the song that is What You Say in my repertoire, and I was calling lately, it's called Melancholy, because all of my tunes are a little bit on the melancholy side. But anyway, this one was from like maybe Mom and Dad's tune from way about when I was born. It's about, the name of the tune is Harbor Lights. Yeah. And so let's see how, I'm trying to figure how you can hear that. Let me think. Where are my tunes at? Well, they all are on YouTube on my channel. And if you go to my channel, which I think it's We Are All Unique, Janet Lyons. Is that my channel? All these links are getting to me. At least I got the other one in the description. But and yeah, so go to you probably just have to press on the picture of me, and it will take you to my channel, and just go to my playlists. Yeah, I have playlists, and I have a playlist of all the tunes I've done. Actually, I finally was able to put all my tunes together, because it turned out that I did have another YouTube channel on my name, Janet Lyons, that I had put up a lot of my tunes. Well, truthfully about how I got all these tunes is it was all about love and stuff. Yeah, that's what it was. And when I found myself down and out, maybe I must have loved being down and out. I was down and out on the streets. I had to take my flute on the street. And my dog actually did the best work because he was cutest Cocker Spaniel in the world, and I loved him so. And we made enough money for just soap. And I used to count up all my quarters, and I made the best money with the Christmas tunes, which I'm going to try to put out maybe in the future. But so, yeah, go to my playlists and it will say music, and there's like 80 songs to scroll through till you find Harbor Lights. But because I don't have them in any kind of numbered sequence. I can't believe I've only been talking 6 minutes. I feel like I've been talking forever. And I can't have to talk about things of value, of people want to get value or learn something, right? Well, I think there's a lot of value in music, and for a lot of people that it does soothe them. I don't know about the flute. Personally, in a way, I love I wish maybe I took the clarinet or the saxophone. Well, the clarinet is the most beautiful to me. I love it. It doesn't go, it doesn't, the flute could get sort of high and shrill. And, yeah. But, the other thought was, there was another thought before I interrupted myself with something else. Am I losing it? Okay. Yeah, it has to be of value. You have to have value and be able to help people do something, learn something. So, what I learned from music, and I remembered the thought. Finally, thank God. Okay, the thought was this. My daughter said that her friend said, if you have a YouTube channel, you can't combine music and art because it's not going to go together, and it's not going to get anything. At this point, I don't really care. Well, I do care, but I don't. If it gets anything, I'm just glad to put my energies out there because I'm still kicking around. I'm fragile. I could tell the stories of what's happened lately, but if I decide to monetize or something like that, then that will probably be my personal information. Putting personal information out there for money, could that be what it's about? Okay. And another thing, I thought this is value to help people who are this is talking now. Flute, art, and talking, that's what it says on my description thing. Okay. I got some great ideas for you guys. If you want, they're called clickbait. I got some clickbait words for you. Are you ready? Taboo. Of course, if you've done taboo or nobody, you're going to help with people who have taboo problems. It's a good clickbait and it's sort of an interesting subject to talk about. And another clickbait word I thought was inappropriate. Could talk about that. Well, is that helpful though? Maybe these are, let's see. not quite positive, would you say? But clickbait, that's what people like to hear about. They don't really want to hear about the great happiness and, that's why it's clickbait. And the third word, well, yeah, I'll end with 3, is scandalous. Yeah, scandalous. When people are scandalous. So, yeah, so I'm just trying to be helpful with some words and music and art. And, okay, I told you about the playlist and the link in the description to my art if you want to pick out another picture for me to talk about. Okay. And that's about it for today. And thanks for listening. Bye-bye.